right, welcome back here to the Hill on NewsNation, where in Washington today we saw a mea culpa from the Secret Service. The interim director taking full and sole responsibility for the assassination attempt on Donald Trump on July 13th in Butler, Pennsylvania. As we know, an attendee died that day. Earlier this week, one of the wounded finally released from the local hospital. Here's what the interim head of the agency said in a press conference this afternoon. He said that agents were told of a suspicious man at 5:45 in the evening local time. That was roughly 25 minutes before the shooting. Neither the counter sniper teams nor the president's security detail were aware of a shooter being on the roof. The shooter's location was close enough to have coverage. Secret Service agents also did not know about a gun that was focused on Trump until the first shots were fired. Ronald Rowe, the interim head, also said today that local law enforcement should not be to blame.
In no way should any state or local agency supporting us in Butler on July 13th be held responsible for a Secret Service failure.
Aaron, you've been to, I think you've said like 100 of these rallies, and you were aghast at the idea that they were blaming local police at the beginning.
Absolutely. But they did blame local police, and local police had to come out and push against a federal group and say, no, this was not our fault. This was their failure. And it was the failure of Secret Service. It is their job to protect that site. And anytime, all of the weeks that they have spent right now blaming local law enforcement for this makes it that much harder for any protectee in the country to show up in any jurisdiction anywhere, and local law enforcement feel that they can trust Secret Service to have their back here. This is Secret Service sites. This is Secret Service failure. And they owned up to it today. 2 weeks too late. And look at what they did to the Butler police, the sheriff, everybody, and dragging them in the mud before they owned up to it. It's bad.
But the Secret Service has owned this from day one. They did do the blame game partially, but they've owned it from day one. But this is a colossal failure. But for that roof not being covered and no one seeing it, this would never have happened. That's a fact. It's like everybody got lined up, everybody's on separate lines, and they're bringing the president up, and he's talking, and everybody's paying attention to that, and all of a sudden there's this big elephant in the room that, hey, there's a roof. And by the way, the participants on the outside saw it. They were taking pictures. They were telling the police. And this guy was up on the roof with a rifle, and no one knew it. At least not, it doesn't seem like Secret Service knew it. It's just incredible. Like, it's just a colossal failure. Like, we forgot to cover that.
So
that's what ought to be investigated.
Here's the protectees right now, in part. This is just part of the challenge that the Secret Service has before them. Right now, they are protecting President Biden, Vice President Harris, whoever she will eventually choose as her running mate here in the upcoming days, Donald Trump, former president, Republican nominee for president, J.D. Vance, the vice presidential nominee, and RFK Jr., who just got protection in the recent, week to 10 days or so, along with their families. Max, former member of Congress, what's Congress going to eventually do about this? Like, we heard from Ronald Rowe today talk about making sure they have all the resources within DHS. Is this a money issue?
It's definitively a money issue. Presidents are also living longer. Now, of course, the Republican Party does want to cut the federal workforce by 50%. And I don't know how they will also talk about resourcing the Secret Service more. At what point or another, we have to talk about which elements of the federal government the Republican Party supports and wants to expand, and what actually falls under their Project 2025 plan to dramatically diminish.
The 50% number, like some have thrown, but Donald Trump's never talked about cutting the federal government 50%.
Who are they?
That's really the only one that matters.
Can I just ask, and I'm not, I really want to know, I'm not trying to attack you, how would the money issue have solved the assassination attempt? Because I think a lot of people looking at it thought it was a competence issue.
No, well, look, I think that ultimately it's a manning issue. And when you have more personnel, you can be there earlier, you can do pre-briefings, you can have layers of control. Of course, resourcing are not the only thing. But you must admit that there's a political issue here that we have got to go back to, which is the fact that you cannot pick and choose what elements of government, like you can't.
Actually, you
So let me ask you this.
You can't talk about writ large. We hate the federal government. We want to cut it all. We hate federal bureaucrats. We hate the deep state. But then when a problem like this happens, you say,
I gotta run here. But if you're saying it's a political issue, the federal government's run by Joe Biden.
Sure.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.